The 2018 NBA draft is showing a lot of potential to be a very solid NBA draft, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 teams that this NBA draft could save their NBA future. So if you guys like my content, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's try to get 1 like on today's video, and let's hop into it. Okay guys, now obviously I probably could have put in every single draft lottery team on this list, as any bad team would love the NBA draft to help them out, take them to the next level, or really any team in general, but obviously I can't do that. I'm doing 5 teams, so I'm really going to do the teams that jump off the paper, and I'm going to start with the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns, they finished with the worst record in the NBA at 21-61. They have the #1 odds at the #1 overall pick, but why they're on this list is due to the amount of talent they already have right now. You've got guys like Devin Booker, who's showing some of the most potential on the offensive side of the basketball in the whole entire NBA. You got Josh Jackson, Marquise Chris, Dragan Bender, TJ Warren, and a star player like DeAndre Ayton, a star center, could really take this team to the next level. I mean, DeAndre Ayton right now looks like the clear-cut #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. So right now, unless the Phoenix Suns continue their streak of bad luck in the NBA draft lottery, it does appear that they're really going to chase after getting DeAndre Ayton, and paired up, with Devin Booker, with Josh Jackson, this team will be far and beyond better than the worst team in the NBA. But it doesn't stop there. They have the potential to have 2 more first-round picks and 2 more second-round picks. They're guaranteed to have at least 1 more first-round pick, and that gives them the opportunity, because of the amount of depth in this draft, to add to their young core. So I'm excited to see what the Phoenix Suns pull off, and this draft is definitely going to be very big for their future. Next, we've got the Atlanta Hawks, who this season finished at the bottom of the Eastern Conference with a record of 24-58. Now, why I'm putting them on this list is because they have the opportunity to have 3 first-round picks. Now, obviously, they already have talent like John Collins, Dennis Schroeder, but in a draft like this, where you have 3 first-round picks, that provides a lot of opportunity. Right now, they have the 4th highest chance at the #1 overall selection. They could be getting guys like Michael Porter Jr., Jaren Jackson, Wendell Carter, Trae Young, and then they have a pick right around the 19th area where they could address a hole, getting people like Anthony Simmons, Kyrie Thomas, maybe Gary Trent Jr. to build that guard depth. And then they have the Houston Rockets pick, which will be the last pick of the first round, which, maybe won't be the best of a player, but we've seen guys like Josh Hart, who was taken the last pick last year, who's definitely making an impact for the Los Angeles Lakers. So I think they're definitely a team with the right selections in the next couple seasons could be way better than a 24-win team, because of all the possibilities they can pull off in this 2018 NBA draft. And let's also not rule out the possibilities of maybe packaging some of these picks to move up in the draft, or possibly make a move to get an already solidified NBA player. Next, we've got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who right now are projected to have the 8th pick in the NBA draft. Now, this could be very big for them, because the whole thing about this team is LeBron James. Is LeBron James on their roster next season? And if he isn't, you definitely want to have some serious young talent to hopefully be developing, to find the next LeBron James, or whatever the case is. Because if LeBron James leaves you, you also have Rodney Hood, who needs to be re-signed. I mean, you could have this team go from right now in the Eastern Conference Finals to potentially being, right at the top of the NBA draft lottery. So the Cleveland Cavaliers definitely want to keep their options open, whether or not LeBron James leaves. And at that 8th overall pick, there's definitely going to be some serious talent. There's guys like Mo Bamba, who definitely has a crazy amount of potential, being 7 foot, having a 7'9" wingspan. Guys like Michael Porter Jr. could slide. You could take a guy like Mikal Bridges. So I definitely think this pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers could be very, very important, because of the looming question of where LeBron is playing next season. Now, obviously, if LeBron stays, this pick doesn't matter as much, but it's definitely interesting to see what happens. And if we get more word about a possible LeBron James commitment, we could also see an opportunity where the Cleveland Cavaliers could trade this pick to give LeBron James more quote-unquote help. Next, we've got the New York Knicks, and the Knicks are definitely in a very interesting situation, mainly due to Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis, been some news lately that he potentially won't play at all next season due to him recovering from this ACL injury. That is definitely big. This is big for a couple reasons. One, we don't know what, Kristaps Porzingis' long-term future is, how serious this injury could affect his whole entire career. Obviously, right now, the future of the New York Knicks is being highly relied on Kristaps Porzingis' potential, and if he's, not the player we expect, they definitely want to be able to get a guy with their projected 9th overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft that could possibly be that next guy for them. And also, with Kristaps Porzingis not playing next season, you have the opportunity to really develop whatever this player is. So I think getting guys like possibly Mikal Bridges, Colin Sexton, or even Trae Young, guys that could definitely use the spotlight, guys that could definitely use, being the #1 option, having the chance to really develop their skills. This could be really huge for both the New York Knicks and whatever player the New York Knicks decide to take. Plus, they also were able to get a better coach in David Fizdale just a couple days ago. So I'm definitely definitely excited to see what the New York Knicks do in this 2018 NBA draft, and they definitely have a very interesting situation right now, so I think this NBA draft is very, very important for them. Lastly, we've got the Los Angeles Clippers, which is definitely a very interesting team right now as, at the NBA trade deadline, they traded away their star player in Blake Griffin. The offseason before that, they traded away Chris Paul. But they're still a team that doesn't look to be at the bottom of the Western Conference with guys like Danilo Gallinari, Tobias Harris, Patrick Beverley, and Lou Will all on contract next season. So this 2018 NBA draft could be very big for them as they have 2 lottery selections. Now, right now, they're only projected to be the 12th and the 13th pick, but the chances of them both staying at the bottom of the NBA draft lottery isn't very likely. There is a very solid chance they could bump up one of those picks to possibly the 10th, 9th, 8th, or even the number 1. Obviously, that's not too likely, but they've definitely got a lot of opportunity, and even if they stay around the 12 to 13 area, getting guys like Miles Bridges or Kevin Knox from Kentucky and Michigan State, those guys could be very big for this team. There's definitely a lot of talent around this area. We could see a lot of these top guys fall. Maybe they could go for a point guard and get a Colin Sexton. Maybe they could get a Mo Bamba, whatever the case is. So in my opinion, it doesn't look like they're going to have the opportunity in the next coming seasons to have 2 lottery selections, so they might as well really capitalize on this opportunity. But that's the video, guys. You guys tell me in the comments what you think draft. Obviously, the Dallas Mavericks, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Sacramento Kings, the Chicago Bulls, all these teams would love a big draft. These were just 5 teams that really jump off the page to me. You guys tell me in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and peace.